Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel, Earth Angel Tarot. And in today's Isis Unveil reading, we will be taking a look at what is to come for you in the third quarter of the year, all right? And so that is months July through September, okay? We'll be taking a look at what it is that you can expect, all right? And so these are the three images for the pals, okay? Go ahead and take a look to see which one of these images you feel mostly drawn to or that calls out to you the most. And whichever image that is, my loves, that will be the pal that will have messages in it for you, okay? So happy picking. Hello to those of you who chose pal number 1. And so this is the image that you chose. All right. And so now we're going to go ahead and take a look. I've already pre-pulled some oracle messages for you. So we're going to take a look at what it is that you can be expecting, okay, in the third quarter of the year, months July through September. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we have. Oh, look at this, guys. We have sweet success. All right. And it says, it is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. All right. And the message at the bottom is get what you want. All right. So whatever you guys have been putting your best efforts into, pal number 1, okay, whatever it is that you have been driven to, okay, and I'm getting in the most recent months, there is going to be success and victory around it in the third quarter. All right. And so that again is going to be the months July through September. So you may begin to see the fruits of your progress as early as July. Okay. And of course, it's going to carry over into the following months. But you guys can definitely, whatever seeds you have been planting, pal number 1, whatever seeds you have been planting, there is going to be success around it, okay? And with the get what you want being the message at the bottom, this is something obviously that you have really been striving for, right? Something that I'm getting that you really put a lot of focus and intention into. All right, so something that you really put focus and intention into, you, pal number 1, have manifested or will be manifesting the success around that. All right. So, and some of you, I mean, whoever this resonates with, you will know what that is. Okay. Some of you have really, like I said earlier, you have really been putting like your best efforts in, your best foot forward, not giving up on something, pushing through, continuing to persevere even when things got challenging or they seemed difficult, right? Or obstacles came about and, came and tried to block you from what you wanted your end goal to be. You've persevered through that. Okay. And so in the third quarter of the year, all right, months July through September, you guys are going to see sweet success around whatever that is for you. All right. Okay. And then you guys have a love affair. And it says, beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. All right. And so for whoever this resonates with, what I'm getting is that this is a red flag around a work fair situation. Okay, I know it says a love affair here, but it literally just came up work fair situation. All right. So don't be distracted. Okay, it's what I'm getting. Don't be distracted by whatever this is for whoever this resonates with. All right. So it is being drawn to your attention that this could throw you off balance. Okay, and this can interfere with what your sweet success is. All right, and I'm not for a lot, but I am getting some of you, or not even a lot. Like I said, there's going to be maybe 1 or 2 that this applies to. You may feel like there is success or victory around you being able to obtain this love affair situation, and for you be and for you to have been able to obtain it and it to have went unnoticed, right? So there's like some sweet success that you feel around that, but it's ill-fated. Okay, is what I'm being told. It is an ill-fated situation, so don't lose sight of yourself in whatever this is. Okay, and like I said, that's not going to resonate with a lot of people. That's maybe for one or two people to who that is going to apply to. Do not get lost in the sauce. All right. As the card says, don't lose your mind around whatever situation this is here for you. All right. And I'm also getting with this love affair is that there's going to, in the third quarter of the year, there's going to be some type of exposure around this. Okay, there's going to be some type of exposure around this, so you may want to be careful for whoever that's resonating with. Okay, as the card states, beware, love affairs at work rarely end well. Okay, so this is just maybe your cue to go ahead and do whatever that you need to do to wrap whatever this is up. Okay, and then you guys have house, all right, with security, stability, shelter, focus on nurturing stability, and change whatever does not. All right, and this with this coming up, pal number one, I do feel like for some of you guys, you are going to have sweet success around house hunting. Okay, finding your dream home. You may have been. This is what you could have been working on in the leading up 2 months, right? The previous months, you could have been looking for some type of stability. You could have been looking for a new home, a bigger space. Okay, this is going to pay off for you. Okay, this is going to pay off for you in the third quarter. All right, so even if you have been running up against obstacles during this time of house hunting or looking for the right home, or the right community, the right environment, the right location overall, right? You may have been running into different obstacles and challenges around that. In the third quarter, you are going to find the right one. Okay, and it is going to provide you everything that you have been looking for around this process. Okay, you know how when a lot of people are house hunting, they have like this huge list of things that they want checked off, and so that in turn makes sometimes house hunting difficult, especially if you're someone who wants to make sure that everything is on that list is checked off. So you might find one thing that only has a couple of the things you want and not all, and so that kind of like deters you from really finding, or just it not deters you, but it pushes you more, and it extends the process longer than it needs to be, right? And so in the third quarter, you are going to have sweet success around I'm getting around this, what you may feel have been a long drawn out process. All right, so there is going to be some new security and stability around your housing situation. All right, yes, look at this, we have hammer. All right, and it says authority, rebuild power. Okay, and it says take the initiative to straighten out your situation or resolve it. All right, and so this pal number one, I got two things that came through with the hammer. So for some of you, this is definitely new housing projects that you are going to be working on in your new house. Okay, so this is confirmation that the house is yours, is coming your way, and you're going to have projects in the future, right, around this new house. And some of you may have, some of you, your house purchase may actually be fixer uppers, right? Some of you may be into the business of buying fixer uppers. Okay, you may be into real estate. All right, some of you may be into real estate, and so you buy houses to flip them, right? And you're going to see sweet success around that. Okay, so for whoever that resonates, that's also coming through. All right, there's going to be sweet success around your real estate endeavors. Okay, and for others of you, this is going to be the opportunity for you to work in your new home. Okay, well, I should say not. Maybe you will work in your new home, but work on your new home. So I'm getting like projects or just fine tuning things in this new house purchase that you make. All right. And then for the other small percentage or the small portion of you, this is tying into this love affair um, card that came up. All right. So there is going to be some things that are going to need to be fixed around this. And like I said earlier, this is only for a very small percentage of. This is only going to resonate with a very small percentage of viewers. Okay. And if you are that person, then you know. But this hammer coming up is that things will need to be fixed around this situation. You need to gain control over this situation. Like I said earlier, let this be your cue to do what you need to do to fix this situation. Okay, to straighten things out before it gets to the point of exposure. So I'm getting, let this be a warning to you around whatever this love affair situation is. I'm getting entanglement, okay, for someone. Okay, so some type of entanglement that can be a distraction or even a deterrent away from any sweet success that spirit has lined up for you. So you may be jeopardizing your own success, especially if you're someone that's in a love affair, that and you're like the third party, right? You're like the one who's, let's just say, dating someone who's married and you're messing up a happy home, right? You're not creating good karma for yourself. All right. You're not creating good karma for yourself, putting yourself in situations like that. Like I said, for the very small percentage who this applies to, you know, if you know who you are, then you know, but you're not creating good karma for yourself around any potential success that spirit wants to bestow upon you. All right. So this is something that you need to work on, and this is something that you need to fix. Okay. So for whoever that resonates with. All right. And you guys have soulmate. Okay. And it says new romance is on its way. Watch out for the signs that are leading you to your true love. Yes. And so this is a couple of different messages with this as well. So for as far as the house situation, guys, with this soulmate card coming up here, this is going to be your dream home. Okay, your dream space. And even if it's something that you buy as a fixer upper, okay, whether you're doing it to re reinvest, is that what it is, or you're doing it for your own sake, either way you're going to have the opportunity to make it your dream home. Okay, if you're someone who's buying a fixer upper and it's not quite there yet, you have the potential and the ability to turn it into your dream home. All right. And for others, if you're not in that situation of buying fixer uppers and you're just house hunting or looking for the right one, in the third quarter, you are going to find the right one. All right. And the other thing that I got with this soulmate card is um, I'm being drawn back to the love affair card. Make sure that you, and when I say like blocking your blessings. Okay, so for those of you who may be in entanglement type situations, you could be blocking your blessings, okay, from finding your sweet success, for finding your true Romeo or true Juliet, right? Because you're entangling yourself in something just to fill a void. All right, and that void fillage is only going to be temporary. All right. And this is why with this hammer coming up, you need to fix it. All right. You need to take the initiative to fix things, straighten it out, and, get down to the bottom of what needs to happen with the situation. Because this is what I feel like for those of you where this reading is tied more to this love affair situation. You're creating your own karma around this. All right. And you're also blocking your real soulmate from entering. okay? Because you're being distracted by the situation because it's all fun and games right now, all right? But that's not going to be, it as this card says, it rarely ends well. All right. So let this reading be your cue for those who it resonates with, pal number one. Let this be your cue that things are going, you are going to need to take control of the situation. All right. Because if you don't, in the third quarter, I'm getting there will be exposures around this that won't end well. All right. So just be very, very mindful of that, with whoever this applies to or with. All right. And then you guys have Fox with independence. Okay. And it says work harder on your goals. All right. And I feel like this is what you guys have been doing. And cunning person may be trying to trick you. Yes, and this is like, I really feel like this ties into both of the different scenarios that I'm getting from this reading, okay? And it's so funny that it's these two different scenarios. And I don't even think they're tied in together. I just think that there's going to be a small percentage of people who pick this PAL, and there is a message that is needed to be gotten out to them regarding specifically this love affair situation, right? And but for the majority, it's around the success of what they have been putting their hard work into. All right. So just like this says, work harder on your goals. And I feel like this is what you guys have been doing in order to gain independence. All right. In order to gain stability, right? In order to be able to move out and venture out onto your own. Right. This is what you have been working for. The sweet success around a new house, possibly your dream house, right? The one, so to say, or you've been working on this independence, okay? And so this is what's going to pay off for you in quarter three. All right, you're going to gain that independence that you have been working so hard for. Okay, something that you really wanted with this sweet success. All right, and the other uh, part of this or of the independence card is what did it say again? It says cunning person may be trying to trick you. Yes, now that's the part this is the second part, and I feel like that ties into the love affair situation, right? So I feel like what's going to happen, pal number one, is that you guys are going to wake up to your senses for whoever this resonates with, right? Around the love affair situation. And this reading is what's going to do it for you, right? And so you may be, or you may have already been on, thinking that, it's not right, and that, something needs to change, right? Something needs to be done, and that you want to, get out of this situation. But the tricky fox here, okay, the tempter, continues to like lure you in, and I'm even getting like guilt trip. All right, guilt tripping you into staying in the situation even though it's not a right one, right? So instead of having the independence of your own, working with your own thought processes and patterns and doing what is right, you're kind of in this tricky energy where you're being like tricked and deceived into thinking that things will be okay. Or maybe, especially if this has to do with being in a situation with someone who's married, maybe they're tricking you into thinking that they're going to leave their significant other, right? They're going to leave their spouse, that, they themselves will at some point be independent so that they can be with you. All right. But that's a tricky fox energy. So there's no truth around that. All right. And so then you guys have candle with illumination. And it says light upon an uncertain path. And it also says something in your life needs healing. All right. And then I don't, those aren't foxes. I think those are wolves. But we have the wolves right in the background, things being illuminated. All right, things being illuminated on in both of these paths. Okay, so whichever of these two scenarios is working more or resonating more with you, there is going to be illumination around it. And like I was saying earlier, especially with this love affair situation, um, in the third quarter, there will be exposure, which is also illumination around this situation. All right. If things are not handled right, or things are not straightened out. All right. So just keep that in mind. But for the others where, this is resonating for you more on your sweet success around property buying or, moving into a new home, there's going to be clarity. Like I said, like this may have been a long drawn out process for you. Okay. And so the illumination coming through, meaning there's going to be clarity and you're going to find that one, and that one is going to stand out for you. Okay. And we have wealthy man here showing up. Okay. So this this reading is so funny because I'm telling you, like, there's two very distinct, and I usually do not have this happen. It's very rare that it happens, but there's clearly two very distinct situations going on in this reading. Like seriously, there's two very distinct situations where people are going to resonate to either one or the other. Usually the readings are pretty just straightforward with one theme and one message, but this one is clearly like pulling me in two different directions. Okay. And that's for like every card that's coming out. All right. So with this wealthy man, let's go with scenario number one first, right? With the sweet success. The wealthy man showing up here. So yeah, so what I initially got with this was a real estate broker. Okay. So this could be you dealing with a real estate broker in the house hunting process, or you could be the real estate broker, right? Remember I was saying how people, some of you may be interested into buying fixer-uppers or, buying properties to benefit or profit from by fixing them up. So you could be the real estate broker in this situation. Or if that's not you, and you're just the house hunter, then of course you would be dealing with a real estate broker. Okay, you could be dealing with a real estate broker in that process. All right. And on to scenario number two, right? And so the love affair. So this love affair could involve a wealthy man. All right. This entanglement could involve a wealthy man, which would be a reason, or could be a reason why it makes it a little bit more difficult to cut it off, right? To straighten it out because of all of the perks that come along with it, right? Especially yeah, so and within a company, within some company, because it does say work affair, love affair, right? So someone within your company, so obviously this will probably be someone higher up in the company, right? That someone is entangled with. All right. So that is what's going to apply to scenario number two. Okay. Whoever that the small percentage that resonates with. All right. And then, oh my gosh, guys, we have the main female. Yes, yes, yes. There's definitely some entanglement going on here. Pile number one, right? Some of you, and what I've been drawn to, there's definitely some entanglement, especially with this main female coming up in the third quarter. There's going to be some exposure. Pile number one. There's going to be some exposure around this. All right, so just be very mindful to that. Very, very mindful. All right. And like I was mentioning earlier, too, some of you could be, whoever this resonates with, could be sticking around because you have the hopes of becoming the main female, right? You're being deceived here with this cunning person, right? Telling you that, oh, they're going to get a divorce, or they're going to leave their spouse, or they're going to separate from them, or whatever the case may be, just to keep you where they want you. Okay. And you with the desire maybe possibly to be the main person in this person's life. All right. So that could be the scenario. But also too, in the third quarter, the main female, or let's just say the main significant other, could make an appearance in the third quarter if the situation is not resolved. All right. So let's see what else, my loves. My beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis wants to give you around these situations by pulling some tarot. So thank you, beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis. What else do you have for pile number 1 in regards to these situations? What else do you have? All right, we have the King of Pentacles. Yes, showing up with this right next to this wealthy man. Yes, so someone of some financial stature definitely involved in the scenario. Okay. And going back to the house situation, this is you. I feel like you've been getting your coins together, right? You've been getting your coins together. How, I don't even know how I want to leave these. I don't want to cover up the words. But pile number 1, you've been getting your coins together, trying to get all of your ducks in a row, so that you can pull off the ultimate, I don't know how I want to say ultimate heist, because heist is really not a good word, but you know what I mean, right? You want to pull off a goal. You had your mindset on a goal. You've been saving your coins for this goal, and it is going to pay off, right? And it's going to allow you to feel on top of the world and so like proud of yourself and so accomplished. Okay. Yes, 8 of Pentacles. You've been putting in the work. Pile number 1. You guys have really been putting in the work, and it is going to pay off in the third quarter. All right. You had a goal in mind. You had an outcome in mind, and you persevered through any obstacle or challenge that may have came your way. All right, you persevered through it. And I'm even getting you've worked on self, right? You've worked on self to allow yourself to be in the right mental and emotional space to be able to pull this off. All right. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. I guess this is going to go to the second part of the reading, right? Because the 3 of Pentacles showing up here, guys, is like a third party situation. All right. So we have these these 2 cards here relating to the one version of this reading, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles showing up here. We'll see what the next card is. But what I instantly got was third party situation. All right, third party situation in regards to this love affair situation. And the 3 of Pentacles is a card of working together also. So this confirms or clarifies that this is someone where you're in the same working environment, right? You work together. And so just be mindful of the exposure that can come up around this. All right. And then I'm being told that the 8 of Pentacles is also going to tie in with this 3 of Pentacles in regards to the love affair situation. As far as you working on yourself, okay, you working on your self-esteem, your value, your independence, okay, so that you don't have to fall into this cunning, trickery type energy, keeping you locked in, okay, because it's going to cause or may have already been causing blockages, okay, that's going to prevent you from your true soulmate. All right, look at this, guys. We have the freaking devil. Yes, you are being tempted and being lured in. I'm telling you, this is like so interesting to me, like how these 2 stories came up in this one reading. Like I say, like this honestly never really or rarely have I seen this happen. Sometimes it goes off on a tangent a little bit, but this is like two clear, distinct, different scenarios that's going on in this reading. All right, but as far as with the devil card showing up here, yes, you are being tempted, you are being deceived, and it's not going to go anywhere. Right? It's not going to go anywhere. So if you keep taking the bait, as you can see, she's like dangling those cherries there to bring you forward. But when you go forward, there's really nowhere to go with the spider webs blocking the path, right? So if you keep taking the bait, pal number one, for whoever that resonates with, essentially it isn't going to lead to anywhere. All right. So it's best to end things where they need to be ended now, or leave things where they need to be left now. All right. And for the rest of you, where this is applying to new stability for you, especially around a home situation, there is going to be sweet success around that in the third quarter. Okay. Maybe your dream home. If not, you're going to have the opportunity to make it that. It may be your dream investment, or this may be the start of a dream investment for you if you're someone into real estate. That's going to work out well for you. As that's going to work out good for you as well. Right. And this could be with the soulmate I'm being drawn to too. This could be your dream job, right? Something that you've always wanted to do, and now it's going to be, you may be seeing that it's finally picking up off the ground. All right. So, all right, my lovely pal number one, that was your reading. Really hope you enjoyed. If so, please be sure to hit the like button, share, leave a comment. And until next time, my loves, take care and bye bye. Hello to those of you who chose pal number two. And so this is the image that you chose. All right. And so now we are going to go ahead and take a look at what you can expect in the third quarter of the year. All right. Months July through September. Okay. And then I have already pre-pulled your oracle messages. So let's go ahead and just jump right in and see what it is that you guys have. Okay. And so the first card you have is expression. And it says, open up your heart and connect with others. Express your creative self. All right. So the third quarter, pal number two, is the time for you to be expressive, okay, to get your ideas out there, to get your work out there. So for whoever of you may be working on any type of projects, okay, and it also just came through social media projects, all right, for whoever that resonates with, or just any type of projects in general. The third quarter is going to be the time for you to put that out there, whatever that is that you have been working on, and it is an expressive version of yourself. Okay, with this expression showing up here, this is something that you're very talented at, very good at, may have been working on it for a long time now. And so now in the third quarter is going to give you the opportunity to show what it is that you're made of. All right, is what I got. So in the third quarter, you're going to be granted the opportunity or the ability to show what it is that you're made of in regards to some type of creative endeavor, in regards to some type of project, or just some type of workload overall. Okay. And with the open up your heart and connect with others, I'm also getting the third quarter is going to be the time frame for networking. Okay. I don't even know why this image looks like something computer generated almost. All right. So this is going to be a time for networking, around whatever it is that you are into at this time, pal number two. All right. And it's also going to allow you to not only express yourself, but to receive expressions from other. All right. And that is to say, to pick up valuable insight or pick up valuable information or knowledge around something that you're already into or interested in, right? That's going to allow you to, it's going to help you to allow others to show you the way even further. All right. So that's what we have with that. And you guys have celebration. All right, so I'm definitely getting some victory around whatever this expression is. Okay, whatever it is that you're going to be broadcasting is what just came through, or put it out there. There is going to be some success around that with the celebration card here. And it says kick off party activities and have a great time. Plan for a joyful future. All right. So some victory and some celebration around whatever it is that you're going to be bringing to the forefront. All right. Some of you could be in the third quarter also maybe just celebrating something such as your birthday. So maybe your birthday falls between the months of July and September. So there's going to be some celebrations around that, okay, for whoever that resonates with. But overall, I do see a time for a good time, okay? A time for a good time is what's going to be showing up for you in the third quarter around some success, okay? So around you being successful at something that you put out there, okay? And then you guys have car, and it says travel, movement, journey, okay? And it says an upcoming opportunity for relocation or travel awaits you, okay? And I just got with this could be a new job opportunity. Okay, some of you may get an offer for, or you may already be in the job, but there's going to be an extension of an opportunity that may be offered that's going to allow for you to relocate. Okay, yeah, so either you're in a job and there's going to be some type of opportunity or offer put out there for you that's going to allow you to relocate, okay, or just maybe even travel. I just got travel nurse, okay, that came up. So for whoever that resonates with, or you are not currently at a job where that's going to be offered, but you're going to go into one that is going to call for you to have to relocate. Either way, there's some movement around this, okay? There's some movement around whichever one of those scenarios resonates best with you. There's movement around it, okay? And it is tied into you taking whatever project or whatever work that you have, taking it up a notch, taking it a step further. All right. So there's going to be a chance for you to journey, okay, journey around whatever this is, okay? And we have a dining room, okay, and it says gathering, connecting. It's all coming together. What you want wants you. Yes, all of the pieces of the puzzle, pile number 2, is coming together great for you. Okay, so whatever you have been working on, whatever you have been whatever ideas you have, in the past planted, you're going to start to see the results. Okay, you're going to start to see the growth for it if you haven't already started seeing it. But in the third quarter, you're going to really see things sprout up for you. Okay, and it's going to be enough for it to cause you to want to celebrate. Okay, enough for you to want to get people together. And this is, I'm just, okay, what I just got here is that there is also going to be a get together that's going to come based off people wanting to honor you and your work, all right, with the celebration in this dining room. So this is you, pile number 2, getting acknowledgement for whatever work that you have out there. All right, so someone getting some form of recognition. All right, so there's going to be some form of recognition that's going to come based off your success, or based off your work ethics, or your work accolades. There's going to be something that's going to be drawn together for you in the third quarter. Okay, that's going to allow, uh, that's going to be in place to recognize and honor you and your hard work. All right, for whoever that resonates with. And I just also got retirement. So some of you are in the third quarter, possibly retiring. Okay, so some of you will be retiring in the third quarter, and this is also where the card comes into place, where once you retire, you plan on relocating. Okay, either you're relocating completely, or you may just decide to travel for a great period of time, right? Because you've worked all these years and you've done like your due diligence in the work world, right? And so now you just want to travel and enjoy life, right? And so that is going to apply for some of you as well. All right, you're retiring. There's going to be a big celebration around this retirement in the third quarter. You're going to get recognized for, all of your contributions to whatever the job is that you're retiring from. And you're also, from that retirement, you're going to relocate yourself. Okay, you're going to relocate yourself. Some of you entirely. Okay, some of you are just going to pick up and move entirely, meaning like maybe to a new state, or maybe even to a new country. And some of you are just going to decide to travel the world. All right, just travel and go on this lifelong journey of getting remembering who you are, right? Because the workforce obviously takes so much from us that we don't get to enjoy ourselves. So this is what you're going to be putting your time and efforts into going forward. All right, so for whoever that resonates with, that also came through. uh, but there's definitely some form of recognition that's going to come up for you in the third quarter overall, pal number two, around your expressions, okay, around all of the good deeds and the good work that you have done, whether it's for self, or whether it's for a company, or whether it's for family. There's going to be some recognition for that, for you all around them. Okay, and I'm also being drawn to also point out a birthday. It's I'm getting big birthday celebration as well. So I feel like I just heard the word extravaganza. So some of you may be actually also planning like this big, big extravaganza, or this big thing that revolves around a birthday theme. Okay, so that's what some of you are also looking forward to in the month of, I'm sorry, in the third quarter of the year. All right. And then you guys have Gemini with fun, adaptable, and energetic. Okay. And it says a playful child within you wants to come out and play. Acknowledge your inner child. Okay. Yes. And I feel this is just what I was saying. Like for those of you who are, um, leading up to retirement, or the retirement thing resonates with you, this is what I was just saying. Like when you guys, you're going to retire and you're going to go travel, and part of that is going to be so that you can find yourself, right? Get back to who you used to know, or who you used to be, right? And this is going back as deep as not, getting back to who you used to be, as far as the younger adult ages, or even teenage ages. This is going back to as young as your inner child, right? Letting your inner child out, doing all those things that you know that has just evaporated, right? That has just evaporated into thin air. Once you get to a certain phase in life, we lose that lust for life like we have when we're children. And so this is what you're going to be gaining back, for those of you where, it applies to in terms of retirement. And for the rest of you, it's just that form of expression. All right, it's also a part of your inner child. So some of you may literally now be doing things that you've always wanted to do, right? And you may have put in put it on a back burner for a long time, and now you're waking up to re-acknowledging that dream again. All right, re-acknowledging that dream again, even if it involves taking a risk such as relocating or traveling to, in order to fulfill or accomplish your dream or your goal. Like you're trying to get back to that part of yourself, right? That inner child where you have a dream as a child to do something, and then adulting kind of takes over, right? And that dream is vanquished or vanished or whatever you want to call it. Is they're not there anymore, right? And so you get stuck in the mundane way of living, right? You get stuck in the typical 9 to 5. You get stuck in the cycles of society, and you let go of those dreams, right? And so this is with this card coming up, especially about the inner child being fun, adaptable, and energetic. I feel like this is you, pal number 2, literally waking up and being like, no, scratch that. Like, I'm going to actually, take this chance or take this risk on doing something that I've always wanted to do. All right. I feel like you're stepping into that type of energy, pal number 2, allowing yourself to be expressive. All right, allowing yourself to go for it, allowing yourself to think outside the box and to think big as well. All right, because now it's like you're telling yourself you're no longer going to deny yourself what it is that you want to do. All right. And I'm getting someone who is like, living in this like serious monotone type of world, busting free into like a rainbow, colorful, lively type of living, right? And just really honing in on what it is that their soul truly desires. Okay. And then you guys have difficult cup with difficult time. And it says, this is not a time to assert yourself, and compassion, empathy for another's feelings. All right. And what I first got with this pal number 2 is to just go with the flow. All right. Especially with the message that this is not a time to assert yourself. Just go with the flow and let things play out naturally. All right. Continue to be expressive. Continue to have your creative juices flowing and just go with the flow. Right. And don't try. Okay. So the message is coming through here is to not try to get other people to see your vision. All right. Your vision is your vision. Instead, you're being called to stay within fun, adaptable, energetic type energy flow, right? And you don't have to worry about or work on getting other people to see your vision, because your vision is your vision. Pal number 1. I'm sorry, 2. Maybe there's a message in pal number 1 for you. But your vision is your vision. And that's why it's going to be important for you to hone in that playful type of energy that's going to allow you to go with the flow even during difficult times. Okay. And then you guys have boat with journey. And it says, life opens for exciting new possibilities. Yes. And a new love can arise. Yes. And this is exactly what I got with the card here. All right. There's going to be some opportunities that's going to come up for some of you that is going to allow for you to relocate. Okay. Or that's going to call for you to relocate, call for you to go on some type of journey. All right. I'm getting this is going to be you taking your career to the next level. All right. This is going to be you taking your career to the next level, and could possibly open up the ability, or have the potential, I should say, to remove you from a difficult time. All right. And this is just like what I was saying, just go with the flow, right? Look at this boat. The boat moves by the flow of the water, right? And I don't even think, like, she's not even oaring the boat, right? She's just letting the boat guide her. There's no oar there. There's no, her fighting against the tide. It's literally the boat going with the flow. And so that's just like what I was just saying. Like, let life's journey um, allow for it to take you where you need to be, and not only need to be, but where you want to be. Okay, and you do so by becoming in sync and going with the flow of the tide. Okay, and so this journey coming up, like I said, there is going to be opportunities for some of you that's going to arise in the third quarter. There could be promotions or just opportunities in general that's going to come up, that's going to allow for some of you to relocate. Okay, it's gonna take you out of difficult times. Okay, I'm getting that with that it's gonna come more money. There's also going to come more perks, and there's going to be more benefits with whatever this is. Okay, so for whoever that resonates with, but either way, there is going to be some journey happening, whether you're retiring or you're still within a job. Okay, and I feel like it's mostly still in a job. All right, with this toil and labor card showing up here. All right, so this is definitely something around work opportunities. All right, there's definitely something around work opportunities. And so what I just got, pile number 3, 2. I can't even, I don't know why I can't get the number right for your pal today. But so I have the number 38 here. So I was just called to recognize the 3 represents the third quarter and the 8 represents the month August. Okay, so in the month of August is when you guys can probably expect something to show up for you all around this, especially with the offer being presented to you. That's going to allow for you to venture out, okay, and to do something that is, I'm getting outside the box for some of you. For some of you, this is going to be something that you're going to be doing outside the box, okay, and it's going to be allow you to showcase a form of expression about yourself that you have been burying for a long time. All right. So actually, I do want to read the toil and labor meaning. So let's see what that says. Okay, so it says this card shows automation, daily routine, and hard work. In your daily work, as well as in partnership matters, you might feel like you're in a hamster wheel without challenges or inspiration. This card is, in general, an indicator for all automatic processes, machines, and technical devices. This card refers to work done out of necessity, tiring work, monotonous work, the grind. This card represents obligatory work as opposed to more pleasant work or personal pastime or hobby. This is work you don't enjoy or want to do, but it has to be done, whether that's chores around the house that just can't be postponed any longer, or necessary employment to simply cover the financial basics and put food on the table. Yes. And so this is what I feel like you are moving away from, where you are journeying away from, okay, with this card and the journey card here in this difficult time, right? So you guys are in positions where you're at jobs just to meet your basic needs, right? As the description for the card says, right? And so now I feel like you're stepping out of this energy, okay? Third quarter, 8th month, August. I feel like you're stepping out of this and you're going back to your inner child, and you're doing what it is that you have probably always wanted to do and just never had the chance or the opportunity to do it, right? And so this is what you are going to be going into, right? You're going to be going into learning or coming to a point where you realize that it's now or never, right? Or it's better late than never. All right. Either one of those two can resonate with you. So this is the energy that you're stepping into, or stepping away from, I should say, with this toil and labor, doing things just out of necessity. You're now looking to do something that is going to feed your soul. pile number 3, and you're going to be given the opportunity. I feel like with this current journey, okay, some opportunity is going to come up that's going to allow for you to venture off into the unknown with this. All right. And then you guys have mature woman. Okay. And so this could be the person who's going to come in with this opportunity for you. Okay. Some mature woman may be the one that provides you the opportunity to step away. Okay. To do something different. All right. To liberate yourself. All right. To liberate yourself from these difficult and challenging times that you may currently be in. All right. Being stuck at a dead end job where you're just there to just meet the basic financial requirements as far as your needs. Okay. And so someone may come through that's going to help liberate you from that. Okay, I'm getting eye opener or epiphany. Some of you guys are going to have epiphanies or eye openers around this, and be ready to take the next step forward. All right. And the mature woman I'm also getting is someone who is going to be retiring. This is around the mature woman who is of age, and so if that resonates with you, you'll know who that is, and that your plan is to retire soon, right? And to travel and venture out and get out into the world. Okay, so for whoever that resonates with. But now let's see what else my beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis has for you all with the tarot. So thank you, beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis. What else does Pile 2 need to know in regards to the third quarter of the year? Yeah, and with this mature woman, I'm also getting that you guys have been in like this strict, serious type energy for so long, and some of you may have been in the workforce, because you can see on this toil and labor card, these are younger people, right? They're not that much old. They're not really older. So some of you guys could have been in the workforce since very young age, and now you're this mature grown person, could be woman or male, right? And so you're just like, you're tired, right? Because you've all this whole time you've been doing what you've been set up to do, but not ever what it is that you really wanted to do, especially with this inner child message coming up, right? And so this is going to be a time for you to kind of step back, right? And look at this. We have the 5 of Pentacles coming up in reverse. All right, stepping out of that energy. Okay, stepping out of that energy and allowing, like I said, this is why that phrase came up: better late than never. Pile number 2. This is what beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis wants you to know: better late than never. All right, stepping out of this 5 of Pentacles energies in reverse. Okay, coming back to life, bouncing back with a vibration again, right? With the life force energy again, and feeling like you're not living just to pay bills or do mundane things, but that you're actually living to enjoy life. All right. And this is especially for those of you who the message resonates with around retirement. This is especially for you, because it's like you're going to be allowed to get your life back. All right, you have the King of Wands showing up right when I show that. Get that spark back. Look how she's holding the wands with the sparkle. Stepping back into things you're passionate about, doing things you're passionate about, doing things that you enjoy, right? Doing things that you enjoy. And the Fool just like pop right on out. New beginnings, fresh starts. All right. Taking a leap of faith. Okay. Trusting the divine. Okay. Especially to get you out of difficult times, and trusting them when this opportunity pops up around a chance for you to travel or to relocate, or to, work from a different state or country or whatever, just trusting them in the process. Okay. And we have the Six of Cups. Yes. And this is like, this to me resonates with the inner child card, right? Being able, look how it's like she's looking at the children as if reflecting back on when she was once a child, right? And so this new venture for you, how number two, is going to allow you to step back in time, not literally, but it's going to allow you to fulfill those things that you never got the chance to do, those things that you never got the chance to. All right, fulfill the what it is that the inner child wants to be acknowledged. Okay, and so this is what you're being called to step into, and there's going to be an opportunity that's going to come up that's going to allow you to be expressive around this. All right, that's going to allow you to express a different version of yourself that I feel like has been caged up for so long. Look at this rose in a cage. All right, but now it's in the reverse. So this is allowing that rose to be free. And this is what you guys are stepping into. All right, releasing a part of yourself that had been caged up for so long, and now you're stepping back into a lighter energy. Okay, you're stepping back into a lighter form of yourself. All right, and it's going to help heal your inner child. PAL number two, whatever this is, it is going to help you to heal your inner child. So whatever this is, continue to go for it. Continue to take that leap of faith. All right. Especially if you do want to heal on a soul level, especially if you're tired of the same mundane task or the same, toil and labor that's not leading you anywhere, but still keeping you in difficult times. Don't be afraid to take the journey. Don't be afraid to take the risk to venture out, okay, to move in a new direction, to journey, to travel, okay, if that's what's going to help you find your inner peace and your inner happiness. All right, and so this is all coming for you in the third quarter. All right, more specifically for some of you, some things may unfold in the third quarter, in the 8th month of August. Okay, but just be ready for changes, power number two, and be open and be adaptable to what the universe has in store and plan for you. All right. All right, my lovely pal number two, that is all I have for you. Really hope you enjoy. If so, please be sure to hit the like button as well as to share, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment as well if you like, if you feel like this resonated. And until next time, my loves, take care and bye bye. Hello to those of you who chose pal number three. And so this is the image that you chose. All right. And so we are going to go ahead and take a look at what to expect or what is coming your way in the third quarter of the year, months July through September. All right. And so I have already pulled your oracle messages. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you guys have. All right. And you guys have star power. Okay, and it says become an influencer of the company and earn fame, popularity. Step into the spotlight. Yes. Definitely some form of recognition going on for this pal in the third quarter. All right. Influencer. When I first saw this, I thought about some type of social media influencer. All right. And so, for those of you who that resonates with, the third quarter of the year is going to bring that opportunity for star power for you. Okay, so if you are someone who is involved in social media and you consider yourself an influencer, the third quarter is going to grant you the ability to take things to the next level. Okay, some form of recognition will be given to you, and that could be in terms of you just seeing your name is out there more, all right, or just getting your name out there more, people becoming more aware of who you are. You gaining more followers. All right. So just whatever that is for those who that resonates with, there definitely will be a lot more spotlight heading your way. Okay. In the third quarter of this year. All right. And for others, this is you, as the card says, standing out in a company. So some of you guys may be going for promotions. All right. Some of you may be just really wanting to be recognized at a place that you're at, for all of your hard works and efforts. All right. Because you have been putting your best foot forward for the longest of time. And in the third quarter, you will get that recognition that you have been desiring. Okay. So all of your hard work, they're saying, it's not going to go unnoticed. Okay. All of your hard work and efforts will not go unnoticed, and you will stand out like a star, as this star power card signifies. Okay. And then you guys also have gambling. Okay. And it says excessive gambling can have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. All right. And so I know when you think of gambling, most of the times it comes with the thought of money, right? You gamble money, but I'm being told that you guys, there could be different type of gambling risk at stake. Okay, so you can gamble and take a risk on more than just money, right? You could do things at a job, right? And that could jeopardize you potentially losing your job, right? So you're taking a gamble. You could do things in a relationship, right? That would not be considered the right thing to do, right? It could potentially cause you to lose your relationship. And so that could be taking a gamble. All right. So taking a gamble on something doesn't always have to mean just with the money. And so this is what I was being called to point out to you all. All right. So whoever this is resonating with, whatever you're doing that could relate to gambling in some shape, form, or the other, just be careful not to be too excessive with it. All right. Don't be too excessive with it in terms of you feeling like the risk is going to be worth it. All right. Especially with this star power coin coming up here. So don't let recognition, okay, that's what I'm being told. Don't let recognition get to your head. All right. Don't let this star power, whatever this is, get to your head to the point where you are willing to take a gamble on certain things, putting yourself at risk. All right. And for, I'm also being called to acknowledge that for those of you who are actual money gamblers, this is a sign for you to be very cautious with that. Okay, especially around the third month of the third month. Well, I want to say the third month, the third quarter of the year. Maybe they meant the third month of the third quarter, which would be September. All right. So be cautious of that for actual gamblers out there. All right. Don't risk too much. And the third quarter is going to be a significant and important time to really pay attention to those habits if you have them. All right. But other than that, besides that, the little small portion or percentage that may resonate with in terms of money, for others of you, it's just don't let star power go to your head to where you're willing to take the wrong risks. All right. So that is something that you are being called to be mindful of. All right. And we have rocking chair. Okay, so I just instantly got like back and forth, right? Back and forth. Like things have been moving one way, then going back, and then back forward again, then back. Taking, what's the saying, takes two steps forward, and you feel like you're taking three steps back, right? So just that back and forth, back and forth, all right? But the message is just what I was just saying, back and forth, doubt, in and out. Okay, and it said, don't let indecision keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain. All right, so don't let indecision keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain. All right, so that's just pretty much says to take action. All right. And I feel like the in and out or the back and forth is with yourself, or it has been with yourself. So you possibly, pile number three, talking yourself out of things, okay? Because things, maybe at one moment they look like they're going good, right? So everything's moving forward. But then something happens and it makes it go back, right? And so then you doubt, that if this is something you should be doing, or if it's worth, your time and your effort and your energy and maybe even your money, right? And so you have these doubts about it, but things go okay again all of a sudden, so you feel like you're moving forward, but then something else happens and now you feel like you're moving back again. So don't get stuck in that back and forth, right? Just learn to correct the mistakes where they happen. All right. I learn to make the adjustments where they need to be made. Okay. So when things are going good and going forward, and then you get that bump in the road that causes you to go back, you're going to want to take a look at what can you tweak or what can you change about that something that caused things to backtrack, right? Instead of move forward. And so this is what you're being called to do, is to look at the things that has caused you to backtrack and what type of adjustments that can be made in order for you to move forward with more momentum, right? And with more of a steady flow, so that you don't have to keep having the back and forth, like with this rocking chair. All right. Because you have more than the potential, all right, to step into your true power, to step into the power and the energy of whatever it is that you're meant to do, right? It's there for you. All right, as the card says, step into the spotlight. So it's like star power is written all over your name, but you have to learn how to um, not only go with the flow, but to not be indecisive about the decisions that needs to be made around whatever this is. Okay, but instead learn how to make the proper adjustments. Okay, and then you guys have made. All right. And it says giving, help, support, serve. Okay. Someone is coming your way to change your life for the better. All right. So someone's coming in as support for you. All right. Someone's coming in as support for you. Especially, I'm just getting like around the social media. For those of you who may be social media influencers, you guys are going to have, I just heard, a dynamic duo. All right. So, you guys, for some of you, you're going to have someone who's going to come in and be that missing piece of the puzzle. Right. So, and this goes back to the rocking chair, where you were moving forward and things backtracked, okay, especially in more specifically, speaking of the social media influencer energy that I'm picking up. So you think you guys may have been going forward, and then when you backtrack and you trying to put two and two together as into why things aren't going the way you want them to, or that like you have this vision for it too, right? And this is where the help comes in at. All right, the dynamic duo. That's what I heard, dynamic duo. So you're going to have someone or incorporate someone into the mix who's going to help you see where you were messing up at. Okay, and not necessarily that you were messing up on purpose, but that something that you missed, or they are going to bring like the missing ingredient, right? So they're going to be the ones who's going to come in and give more insight and more clarity around whatever this is, right? And okay, so I just also got mentor. All right, so there's going to be some type of mentor who's going to come in to help to stabilize this rocket chair, right? Things are going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Someone's going to come in, the maid, right? It's going to come in and help to stabilize and give whatever this is more stability, right? In the shape or form of being a mentor for you. All right. So a mentor in whatever aspect of how this is resonating with you, right? Whether you're someone at a job and you're trying to get promoted, right? You may have a mentor come in to help you with that. Or whether you're social media influence and you're trying to get more seen, you may have a mentor come in with you for that, right? So there's different ways that when this made energy comes up, there's different ways that they're going to be able to give you insight and give you clarity around your situation, right? But remember, the star power is there already with you. All right. And you're meant to step into that spotlight. So the thing now is to not doubt yourself. Power number 3. All right. In this third quarter, especially, do not doubt yourself. All right. Be ready to go full fledged with your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations. Okay. Um, because because that is what you want, right? That's your passion, right? So be ready to go for it from that standpoint, all right, in order for it to really fully lift off, right? Take off, right? And so this maid coming up is going to be the maid slash mentor who's going to come in and give you the mentorship that you need, or give you what you've been lacking as far as whatever this is for you, all right? And then you guys have hand of fate. Yes, and what I just got with this hand of fate is that the person who's coming in to mentor you or give you that support or help you out, right? And I'm even looking at the butterflies now in the background, right? These people or whoever this is, I heard dynamic duo, right? This person, whoever this person is going to come and help this situation, will be, I'm going to say heaven sent, even though they're here in the physical and the 3D, but they are sent to you by your guides. That's okay. So that's what they mean by heaven sent. They're sent to you by your guides, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, right? So this person, whoever this is going to come help stabilize things, all right? They're going to be someone who is heaven sent, right? They were sent by your guides to assist you in your star power, to assist you with standing out, to getting things um, out there, or getting yourself out there and seen, okay? And so the message is forces beyond your control will intervene, but you still possess the freedom to choose how you respond, right? And this just goes back to me for don't make sure you're not or you won't get to the point of allowing this star power to go to your head. Pow number 3. All right, because you're going to get all of the aid and assistance that you need from your spirit team to see you through with whatever this aspiration is of yours. All right, because it's in the cards for you to be successful at whatever this is, right? Um, but also be mindful, because you have the freedom to choose how you respond. Be mindful on how you respond to this success, okay? And making sure you're not gabbling and putting things at risk for the sake of this success, for the sake of this star power. All right. Because with the hand of fate card coming up, this is just showing that yes, the divine intervention is there to help you see these things through, especially with sending in the maid, right? Sending in the support, okay? Sending in the help to make things better. But don't let the ego take over. Don't let the ego take control, right? And so this is going to be, I'm being told, very important for you, pound number 3, because it's so easy to get swept away into the illusion, especially when star power is involved. All right, so they do want you to be mindful of taking the wrong risk, or of to make sure that you're not gambling in a way where you're putting yourself or others at risk, in whatever form, shape, or matter, or however that applies. All right. Okay, and look at this. You guys have another chair. Okay, and it says safety. All right, and the message is guest or new addition to the family. And the other message is protection even in difficult times. Yes, and this is why I say the hand of fate, right? You have that support coming in. They're sending in the support to help you. As if you think about it, like the maid, right? They're there to, the foundation is already there. So they're the help, right? They're just there to help tidy up and put things back in order and put things in place and keep them looking immaculate, right? And so that's what the maid, the divine help, is going to do, right? They're going to help to put things back into its rightful place, right? So that things can um, appear how they need to appear for you. All right. So that you can see, I'm getting see beyond the veil. All right. And so this is what you're meant. But they also want you to know that you're protected even in these difficult times, to where things seem unstable, right? Or they seem not all put together. Like, they want you to know that the support is still there around this and from them. And that's them sending in the hand of fate, sending in the maid, the help, the mentor to help you with whatever this is for you. All right. And then you guys have bird standing with hope. And it says all things and plans are delayed and higher flight is required. Yes. So things may not have been, with the all things delayed, they may not have been going like with this rocking chair. You take 2 steps forward just to take 3 steps back, right? So it's been like this back and forth that has been going on for a long time, causing things to be delayed. But this is letting you know, with this bird standing, like the card says, higher flight is required. That means that there is more effort needed on your behalf, on your part, right? And this is what the maid is going to come in and help you to do. All right. They're going to come in and help you get up even further off the ground than where you may already be. They're going to help come in to bring stability around this project, around this work situation, right? They're going to be the mentor that's going to give you hope around whatever this is. All right. And then you guys actually got 3 cards from this deck instead of 2. So your last one is teapot, okay, with friendship. And it says interesting and joyful news and valuable moments of solitude and reflection. Yes, I love this showing up, because this is like when I was hearing dynamic duo, right? This is going to be whoever this person that's going to come in to help you. They're part of a soul contract with you, okay, with this hand of fate showing up. But they were meant to come into your life at a specific time, okay, when they knew you would need them. Okay, and so this is what they're going to do. They're going to show up, okay, at the time that they know that you need them, which is now, to help you to get off the ground with whatever venture that you're working on, whether it's work related or project related. Okay. That's what they're going to be there for. Okay. And so friendship showing up, yes. And I think there's even a little bird. Is there a bird on here? Yeah, there's a little bird on the teapot too. Will it focus? Will it focus? There we go. But yeah, so this, you have the bird standing, you have the little bird on the teapot. Yeah, so they're going to be coming in. So this could be, pay attention to anyone you meet in the third quarter. Power number 3, months July through September. All right, pay attention to any people that's coming your way and how they could benefit you in whatever um, endeavor you're on right now, okay, where you can need a little boost. All right, so this person may show up for you in the form of a mentor. All right. And then I'm getting it may be somebody you already know, like you know of, but you haven't had a connection with them up until this point when you'll have the connection. So it could be for some of you people that you know of, right? Maybe a friend of a friend or a coworker that you know you only see in passing, someone that you know of, but you haven't had a connection with. So that's going to be relevant to someone. Okay, that's going to resonate with someone. This person is they were I'm getting dormant, okay, in your life, because it wasn't time for them yet. Okay, but now it's going to be time when this introduction happens, with the two of you, okay, to form this dynamic duo. It's going to be because things you've activated something that now draws them towards you. Okay, and it's for them to um, help you through mentorship. Okay, and to maybe even I'm getting with the friendship card, develop some type of friendship around this as well. But they're definitely going to be there to bring you more stability. Okay, so pay attention to any new people showing up in your life in the third quarter, or people that you may have already known, but you sense that there's a closer, deeper bond forming in the third quarter. These people are the hand of fate. They were sent in to assist you with your endeavors. All right. And then, yes, we have thoughts. All right. Bringing ideas to the table. Yes, 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 yes. This is exactly what is going to be happening. All right. They're going to bring some things to the table to help you to think outside the box. Pile number 3. All right. These people or whoever this is coming in to support or serve or help you, they're going to be here with this thoughts card showing up to help you formulate new plans, new ideas, um, new ways of, or just helping you to implement like new whatever, right? Just like they're there to give you more insight and clarity. Okay, specifically around how can you stand out more? How can you stand in your star power more? Because you're illuminated with and by that star power already on your own accord. But it's with the rocket chair things, they go well for you one moment, then the next moment you seem like you're backtracking, right? So they're going to be there to help you to really get the picture out there, really see the bigger picture, really paint a clearer picture, right? And really get things out, get you seen is what just came through. Really get you seen, okay? And then we have coffin. All right, and that's just letting old buried ideas come to an end. So they're here to see you, help you see what didn't work. It's time to put to rest. All right. And this is where I was saying, like with the rocking chair, things going back and forth, and adjustments needed to be made in order to help you to not only stabilize, but to be able to continue to move forward instead of backwards. This is what the coffin is going to represent. Put in those things that no longer serves you or no longer serves the purpose to rest. Okay, or letting old ideas go by the wayside, right? Old outdated beliefs, outdated patterns, like they're going to help you see what wasn't working, why it wasn't working, and how they can help you clean it up, right? Literally made clean up, right? They're going to be there to help you to see how you can how they can help you clean it up. And I just got also with the coffin, a lot of you are probably working with outdated belief systems and outdated thought patterns, right? We're continuously evolving, right, as a collective, right? So things are constantly changing, which means that when things change, so so do you need to change as well, especially if you're someone who puts content out there, right? If you're an influencer, you definitely especially have to change with the times, all right, and bury outdated beliefs. And this is what the mentor is going to help you to see, all right. And so now we'll take a look at what tarot messages want to come through. All right, so thank you, my beautiful beloved Mother Goddess Isis. What else does Pile three needs to know in regards to the third quarter of the year, months July through September? All right, so this person coming in, there's going to be a friendship that is going to come out of it, and they're also going to just give you hope and help you to realize, right, that you've been safe in this endeavor like the whole time, right, with this safety card, right? They're just here to help you to see the vision, but not only to see the vision, but to actualize it as well. All right, King of Cups, actualize the vision, and this is you working from emotions, I feel like. All right, this is you working from emotions with this King of Cups showing up. And this is what causes the back and forth, and there's no stability. And so this is why someone coming in the third quarter is going to help you to get out of the heart space and more of in the head space with this thoughts card. All right, they're going to be there to help you to get out of the heart space, right? Because sometimes when we leave with our emotions, we don't get the best results because of the not being stable, right? Being led by emotions just causes you to be like a roller coaster, right? Up, down, all around. Same way with the rocket chair, back and forth, back and forth. And so this is where they want to bring in more stability and help you to lead with your head and really get your ideas out there and think from more of a creative space, okay, rather than an emotional one. All right, and we have the Six of Pentacles. I love this showing up because this is the equal give and take, right? It's like you have something to offer with this star power here. So someone's going to come in and help you to put whatever that is that you have to offer out there, okay? And like I say, however this applies to you in your life, right? Whether you have something to offer on the family level, a work level, a business level, a project level, like you have something to offer, right? So you have something to give. So someone's going to come in so that you can receive the knowledge that you need in order to be prosperous, okay, and successful with this. All right. And there is going to be, I'm getting a friendship that will evolve around this. All right. This person is also, like I say, balance, coming in to help balance the emotions and balance the head and the heart. All right. Help you to get your emotions in place around your star power abilities. Okay. Helping you to see things from a new perspective with the Hanged Man. All right. Yeah. So, pile number 3. Yeah. This person coming in for you guys is definitely going to help you level up, right? They're definitely coming in to help you level up. And there's like birds everywhere, okay, that have like birds and butterflies. All right, so you have birds here, there's birds here and here. Yeah, so like the bird is like the messenger, right? That person or that messenger that's coming in, the hand of fate, someone sent by the divine to help you with your next steps forward, okay? Whatever this is, where you have star power potential. Power number 3. You know what that is. Wherever you know there's star power potential within yourself and you're ready to take it to the next level, you know what that is for you, right? But you do have to let go with this coffee. I'm getting let go of an old version of yourself. All right, let go of an old version of yourself, so that you can see what the newer version of yourself has to offer. Okay, and then you guys have the Emperor in reverse. All right, and what I just got with that is don't be a tyranny. Tyranny. I don't know how you say it, but don't. This is who the person that's coming in to help is coming in also to keep you level headed, right? And we also have the, I don't know if you can see it, but we also have the scales here, right? Keep you balanced, keep you level headed. Said so that you don't have to become a tyranny, or so that you don't become a tyranny, right? In this process, and you don't get consumed. I'm getting consumed by the fame. So some of you are really going to be recognized for your potential and your abilities, right? But with the Emperor showing up in reverse, you need to be level headed, right? And you need to make sure that, like I said, you're not taking the wrong risk in this process. Okay, that's where your star power is being shown, or where you're stepping into the spotlight. You want to make sure that you're not taking the wrong risk. All right. You're not making the wrong deals. Okay. Just because of really wanting it so bad. Right. And so this is why this maid showing up here, I feel like it's going to be someone, another mentor version of someone who's going to come and help you be level headed and really see things for what they are. All right. And so that you're thinking more from a logical standpoint rather than an emotional one. All right. Because the emperor in reverse could honestly wreak havoc, right? Someone who gains all this fame and money and doesn't know what to do with it and uses it recklessly, right? And so you're going to need some type of stability, all right? You're going to need some type of stabilization that's going to be active and in effect in order to help keep you grounded. All right, I just got that with coffin because we know coffins go in the ground. So yes, it's someone to help come in and ground you. All right, see things from a different perspective. So in the third quarter, pile number 3, be on the lookout for things to really work out in your favor with whatever endeavors you guys are pursuing at this time in whatever area of your life. Be on the lookout for things to take off, but also be on the lookout for someone who's going to come in and help ground the situation and help see you through the situation, right? And really take whatever this is to the next level, help you to see the bigger picture and put things even more into full effect than where it might already be. Okay. All right, my beautiful pal number 3, that is your reading. Really hope you enjoy. If so, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. And until next time, my loves, take care and bye bye.